So welcome to my Shaklee training video. Today we are going to be talking all about closing and all about helping your customers. So you've been connecting with people, you've been having coffee dates, you've been chatting with friends, you've been really reaching out to a lot of people. And what you're noticing is that you're not making any sales. No one is asking to order products. You're having really good conversations, but it doesn't go past that point. So today I want to talk about how we can direct the conversation, how we can help people to come to that decision so that they order some products. So first of all, I like to always point out that we need to shift away from selling and instead come to this place of helping people and helping to direct them. And what I've realized is that a lot of people need to be directed. Our customers need direction, they need some guidance. And in order for us to be a really good leader, it is up to us to give them options and to act professionally because we are network marketing professionals. So the mindset is, the shift is that our customers deserve it. They deserve to be treated with respect and they deserve to have some options mentioned to them. So for us to be able to help them out, that is going to they're going to really notice that. They won't feel like we're being pushy, but instead they will see us as the professionals that we are. So there's a few different things you can say to people. But first of all, often I found I did this in the beginning, and I still sometimes catch myself doing this, is I will talk and share my story and then talk why this product is so good and you should try this one as well. And often what happens is we do a lot of this, a lot of mouth moving, but we don't move to this. So this is the reminder to slow down and to really listen and to ask a lot of questions. Because how are we supposed to help someone with their health if we don't know what they're struggling with, if we don't know what they're needing and what their everyday health life is looking like? So if we can really find out, what is it that's your number one need? What are you struggling with in your health? And we make it all about them instead of us, and they will notice that, they will feel that, they'll sense that. So ask them questions, find out, and then once you've listened and once you've heard, and I would say too, it's good to reflect back. So if they say, I'm having a lot of headaches, I have a hard time sleeping, I'm tired all the time, you can respond to them and say, okay, so I hear that you're having a hard time sleeping, that you're noticing that you have a lot of headaches, and that's affecting your day. Repeating back what you hear them say is going to validate and going to make them feel like you're really listening and you really care. And then from there, you can direct them into the next part, which is part of the close. One thing you can say is, tell me about your questions, if you have any questions, and what you're thinking, and together we can come up with a first step. Sometimes people can feel really overwhelmed. They don't know, what's the next step? I don't know. And they don't really ask all the time. So if you let them know that, hey, we're in this together, I'm here to help you. You're not on your own, but I want to help to offer you some options. And on that next note is offer some options. Sometimes people don't know what the best product is. So if you ask them, what do you think? They don't know because they don't know the products. That's why they've come to us. So it's really important for us to know our products. So, commit to looking at the guide, watching some videos, and researching into learn more about the multivitamins, the Vitalea, Vitalizer, and Life Strips, so you can be able to advise people which one would be the best fit for them. And, an example of this from me the other day is I went to fill up my car with gas, and as I was pumping, I was looking, and there were 3 different options for a car wash. So I looked at all of them, and I looked at the price difference, and I was like, I don't really know which one I need. I'm not a car wash expert. So, it's the same as when people are with us. They don't know which multivitamin they should take. They don't know what nutrients they're lacking. They don't know what protein powder they should have, and that's where we come in. That's where us as health professionals and as coaches and as amazing listeners can listen to what we hear, and we can advise them with our best option. And ways that you can share that in a really great way is a lot of people decide to do this. Something else you can say is something you might consider is this. So we're not saying you should, let's stay away from you shoulds, but instead let's make it very inclusive and letting them know that there's different options, what's the best fit for them. Another thing you could do, they say, is may I make a suggestion? And part of that is asking for permission, because we always want to ask for permission before we bombard people with information. May I make a suggestion? And then something else, if you're finding that you're not really getting your question answered about what their health goals are, you could also ask them this. If you could snap your fingers and have one health concern changed completely, what would it be? And what that does is it gives that person, that kind of focus of like, what is my top health concern and what do I really need help with? And that's a good starting place. So let's say they say, you know what, my knees are really sore. If I could, have less sore knees and experience less arthritis in them and walk further, then that would be my number one change. So then you can recommend the Joint Health Complex. And that's why it is really important to know what are our products that we have. You don't have to know every detail. You don't have to know all of the features and all of the ingredients. Trust me, I don't. And that's why it's good to have a guide on us. But it's also good to know what do we have. And if we're working with seniors or if we're working with young professionals, what are some of their top health concerns and what can we research ahead of time so that we can direct and help our customers more fully. Okay, some more tips. So something that I said a lot in the beginning was, well, what do you think? I was kind of scared to ask them more pointed questions. Or I would say, well, let me know if you need anything. So I would, do a presentation about Shaklee, talk to them about, kind of hear a little bit about what they were looking at, but then expecting them to say, hey, I want to order this. People don't always do that. Remember, they're looking for direction, they're looking for guidance. So if you say something like, let me know if you need anything, you're not serving your customer, you're not serving your friend as best you could. So instead, what you can say is, what products are you most interested in? And leave it there. Leave some silence. Silence is okay. What products are you most interested in? Let's make a list. So again, you are stepping alongside this person, you're helping them, and you're saying, hey, we're in this together. And from that list, you can work through, like, what are your top priorities? So let's say they're a mom. They have kids, they have their own health concerns, they're thinking about changing their products to more green, natural solutions. So I'd encourage you to find out what is your top priority right now. Maybe it is their health, and maybe later on it will be changing over their skincare, but find out what is their priority, and then find out what is your budget. Sometimes we're afraid to ask that, but that's the reality. If someone has $50 that they're willing to spend on their health every month, then let's work within that budget and maybe try another product next month. And if the person has maybe $200 that you can work with, then you can recommend other products as well. But I think sometimes we can be scared to ask them what their budget is, but if we know, then we can set them up for success so that they continue with this program instead of stopping after a month or two because they can no longer afford it. Something else that you can share with them is to say, my goal is always to help members get their membership for free. And there's several different ways to do that. Can I tell you how? So again, you're asking for permission, and people love getting things for free. So if you can share, you can get your membership through spending over $150, or there's this promotion going on, or with a Vitalizer it's free. And try to get them their free shipping as well, because that's another bonus that most people really are happy for. And then be careful not to overwhelm people. Sometimes, a lot of the time, we can be so excited and, very enthusiastic about all the amazing Shaklee products. But once again, if people don't have the budget for it, or they're just overwhelmed with information, then it can lead to paralysis where they don't want to take any action at all. So what you can share with this is you can say something like, you would probably benefit from a number of the products. What if what if we started you with the basics? So what if we started you with the vitalizer and the protein, and then add some other products next time? And they might come back to you and say, you know what? Or, well, they're right there with you, but they might say, actually, I'd love to add this and this as well. So then it's them suggesting it. It's not you saying you should buy everything all at once, but you're really being sensitive to not overwhelm them, but starting with something really powerful. And in my opinion, starting someone with the vitalizer, with the protein, and the Vitalia as well, they will see significant improvements in their first month with Shaklee. So it's good to get them started with the basic program, which would be considered a protein powder, so your smoothie every day, along with a multivitamin that fits into their budget, and that will really help. So I hope this has helped. I hope this gives you some more confidence in terms of helping people, to direct them, to guide them, and to feel like, so that they know that you are on their side, that you want the best for them, you want to help them with their health, and make a difference in this person's life. So keep on going. I know you're doing awesome, and have a wonderful day.